But let's now head to Edo State, where in a major reversal, Ambrose Ali University students are now free after the Edo State government on Tuesday authorized their release from the Ubiaja Correctional Center in Isan Southeast local government area. Now, earlier, the state government had claimed that these people that you see on your screen were involved in protests against insecurity that became violent. But now, the first batch is free, with the state governor, Gov.Okpebhole, sending the state's commissioner for education, Dr. Paddy Iyamu, to make this release happen. Now, their release comes as the president of Ambrose Ali's University Student Union was seen in videos released on Tuesday confirming that protests against insecurity last weekend were not organized by the student union government, before then celebrating the governor for getting the students out of jail. Let's watch.
The protest was not organized under the aegis of the student union government or the National Association of Nigerian Students. It is quite pitiable that most persons who want to link what has actually transpired to the student community. So we are here to officially debunk that students did not organize any protest. So the Edo State government want to appreciate you for your intentionality as well in making sure those students are being released as soon as possible.
Boza! And three solid American boza for the Sabi governor. Boza! And three Eya for enemy. Eya!
Well, yesterday, the Office of the Presidency called the students' release a timely and constructive intervention of the Edo State governor. But all of this was such a quick U-turn from Edo officials, going from no peaceful protester was arrested to releasing students a day after throwing them in jail. And Rufai, I have to come to you because your laughs are, taking over. What's your reaction to this?
Anyezi, this country is a cruise. It's vibe. At first, see how deplorable our country has become. Look at the student union president. They said the protest was not endorsed by SUG. So it is only SUG endorsed protest that happens in schools, right? So students cannot use their own discretion and go ahead and go and protest. He also said it was not endorsed by NANS. Is it the same NANS that their officials are driving Mercedes everywhere? This country is a joke. But they said they did arrest students now. Now students are out. The new part of the story, in case you have not heard, is that they said they are foreign people. They came from Russia. You see, I don't say Gov.Okpebhole on a cruise. You see, when a man cannot cry, he laughs. And that's the kind of gallows humor that Nigeria has become. Students protested because of insecurity. A security official shot one of them in the hospital. The security officials mismanaged the protest. It went out of hand. Then there were attacks. They said it was hoodlums. They said it was not students. All of a sudden, they make it 360 now that they are releasing students. Then they get SUG presidents to do a photo op with the governor. And now they are trying to blame some foreign people. Let me even give them another part of the float. Governor Okpebhole and your people, please. Maybe you should blame Obaseki and say he's the one too that did this protest. Maybe that's what you should do now. A governor that has not been able to bring security to his states. Is it today people have been protesting M0cks? Do you remember the time women protesters around there because of this same level of insecurity? We've been talking about it for years. All he's concerned about is we'll deliver over 2 million votes to President Tinubu. Real problems. Yes, he has done road. We commend him for that. But real problem, insecurity, solve it. No. And now they will expect us to clap for them for releasing the students. Okay, Atia Bokemena, we clap for you for releasing the students. Applause. But have you solved the insecurity problem? The man that was picked up, that the CCTV camera caught in Ekpoma, have they released that man? The couple that was arrested, have they released them? What has been your measure to be able to solve the problem? It's not by trying to go and get a willing wheeler or a willing person as an SUG president to come and make a video and say, we've got nothing to do with this. No. But in the same country where we arrest students for protesting against insecurity, a state government, Kastina state government, is telling all of us that we can go and die. Why are we asking them questions? Because they wrote a letter so that the court will release bandits, criminals in their custody because they had a peace deal. That's the joke Nigeria has become.
Okay, just a comment about procedure. Yesterday we discussed this same subject and we said that the students, 38 of them or thereabouts, were arraigned at the Benin High Court, and the presiding judge then directed that they should be remanded in the Ubiaja Correctional Center. Now, what then happened was that the parents of the affected students went onto the streets of Ekpoma and began to protest. So now the governor, the latest development is the governor now saying, oh, it's not these students who were involved in the protest. There were persons who were sponsored by some person based in Russia. Now, since the governor knows who that person is, he should engage the security agencies to say, this is the person sponsoring protests on the streets of Ekpoma. But he didn't go that far. He didn't name the person. We would like to know. It's not enough to just make the allegation. Number two, the students went to the governor to hail him. I don't know when these universities became a collection point for area boys who will be hailing governors, and saluting him.
No, they don't call him.
However, they celebrated the governor because he has released their colleagues. I guess even the parents must be very happy. But the governor, I dare say, cannot just on his own unilaterally say he's releasing the students. That a court of law has remanded in a correctional center. So the governor has no such powers under the doctrine of the separation of powers, which is very familiar, which is in the Constitution of Nigeria, sections 4, 5, and 6. So the governor, it will amount to an abuse of procedure. If he, as the governor, says, okay, these people have been charged to court in my state, we think that they should be released. He will do so through his attorney general. There's somebody called attorney general. And the constitution says where you want to withdraw criminal proceedings, which is called nolle prosequi, in section 174 of the constitution for the federal government, section 211 of the 1999 constitution for the state government. What I expect the governor to say is that, okay, I've directed my attorney general to advise on the right procedure and to withdraw the case in public interest. He has to put that there, so that we don't ask him for too many explanations. But to say I've ordered that they should be released, no, that's acting ultra vires for the purpose of education, so that he will not act like that another time. But having made this mistake, let him go back to his attorney general to follow due process. He cannot overrule a judge of the Benin High Court. He has no such powers.
Interesting. Very interesting delineation there. And as we talk about security and insecurity, let's now quickly highlight our photo of the day with the United States Africa Command, also known as AFRICOM, announcing the delivery of brand new military supplies to its Nigerian partners in Abuja. Now, the mission, announcing it in a Tuesday X post alongside this picture you see on your screen, saying that the delivery supports ongoing operations and emphasizes both countries' shared security partnership. It's still TBD, to be determined, when it comes to the type or quantity of equipment that was transferred, but we know that in the past, U.S. assistance has included training programs for the military, as well as logistics and equipment support. And from new pushes to fight terrorism, let's now head to a state that's had to face its own fair share of terrorism and attacks, Kastina State, because in another development, a new video circulating on social media has sparked reactions from the public as it shows Kastina State Governor Dikko expressing the difficulties that come with being governor. In the video, which first circulated online over the weekend, the governor states that there's a lot that people don't see that goes into the job. Let's watch.
Mutane gani suke ma kamar wani jin daɗi kake in ka yi tafi. Abin da ke jin daɗi ai shine ka tafi ka huta kai abu in ka je can programs ɗin kama ɗaya bayan ɗaya haka dawo baka da lokacin da kake yi. In ka je Abuja yanzu tun ran Laraba muka tai Abuja tun da muka je program muke yi har jiya ran Asabar har cikin daren jiya na dawo Katsina. So haka rayuwar take amma wani sai ta ganin ka an yi bu da motoci da 'yan sanda shi ya gani kake jin daɗi kake ko kana.
Now I'll take a quick reaction before coming to you, Vimbai. Jude says, this is a fascinating glimpse into perception versus reality. To the public, a convoy with police escorts signals prestige, comfort, power, but behind the tinted windows, the weight of responsibility, scrutiny, and public pressure can be crushing. Leadership often looks glamorous from the outside, yet it carries burdens invisible to the observers. The irony is almost cinematic. What appears enviable is sometimes a cage, and what seems ordinary may hold freedom others can only dream of. Now, this isn't the first time that the governor has spoken candidly about the challenges that he finds with being a governor. Last May, during a special prayer session, he talked about how it's a difficult job, that he felt caged. But in a lot of ways, I mean, isn't that what comes with the territory of being governor?
And you're troublesome. You know what they call first world problems in a third world country. So with your air conditioning, with your chef who has prepared everything according to your taste, if it's not available, it's imported for you. Caviar, what you like. My tea is at the wrong temperature. Warm it up. You know, chef, come and take it away. Oh God, my driver is driving too fast today. Oh goodness, this convoy today, it's like the cars are dirty. I need to clean all the cars in the convoy. Really? Now imagine if that's a hard life. Imagine what it's like for those people in Kastina who have been victims of the bandits that are now being released back into their communities. We're seeing videos of people running away from their homes. People are living, we don't even speak of IDP camps. Have you noticed that in the current security crisis we have, we're not speaking of IDP camps? So the question is, people who are fleeing, where are they going? There are no camps yet. I mean, I stand to be corrected. I would love to be corrected, and I will do the research. But I'm yet to hear of new camps being established by the federal government because of the displacement of people that's happening with this current surge in insecurity. So that means no water. I mean, we can't even speak of AC. We can't speak of electricity. We can't speak of predictable, stable meals. There are so many things we can't speak of. So I think that this comment is insensitive. I think that it's unfair. I think that we should read the room, when we're making comments as leaders. Yes, they say sometimes you shouldn't compare people's burdens. People have different burdens, and the toe pinches us in different places. However, let's read the room. The current state of the nation doesn't call for this type of rhetoric, which is, I feel, is insulting to just average Nigerians who are struggling just to get by on a daily basis.
It's very straightforward. I remember a play by James Shaw, now late, now of blessed memory, a Nigerian playwright, a play titled This Is Our Chance. Now there is a character in This Is Our Chance, Chief Bambulu, rich man with pot belly. He was drinking champagne, carried champagne, and he looked around and said, champagne, oh champagne, oh we big men are simply suffering with his bottle of champagne. That is exactly the kind of thing that Gov.Dikko is doing. He's saying he goes to Abuja for meetings at the State House. He sits in an air-conditioned vehicle. He has a convoy, and that he's suffering. This punishment is too much. Oh, that kind of suffering is a prayer point for many Nigerians on Sundays or on Fridays when they go to the mosque. If Dikko thinks that being governor is a punishment, please let him go and resign and
Yes.
come and join us.
Come and join
with
us.
the masses of Nigeria.
Yes.
You should come to our side.
Come to our
Because
side,
being
yeah.
a governor is such a punishment for
It's a
him.
punishment.
Oh.
I feel for him. He's so bad. God.
Why should you punish
This
a
position,
governor?
why are you punishing him so much? This position is too hard for him.
Do we have vacancy? Let him come and
there's a video.
morning show.
There's a video of him riding horse.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah,
So,
put that up.
for me, Governor Rada, I feel
What a
for you.
pity.
What a pity. You are having the good things of life, but it's so hard for you. I feel for you. Don't worry. Just don't run for a second term or resign.
You should
Come
resign.
and join us. Sorry, don't mind them. Dr. Abati, she doesn't know what you are going through. The AC is too
Let me
cold.
come there for 1 day and experience.
The AC is too cold.
It's an abuse of his fundamental human rights to make him suffer.
He goes to meet President Tinubu on Wednesday and they sit for meeting. That bores him. Sorry. He goes for function. The function they hail him. They say Rankadede when he comes in. I'm sorry. Don't worry. Stay in your house. Sleep all day. Enjoy yourself. Governor, I feel your pain. I feel your pain. I'm your man.
And please, next time you bring this type of story, please also bring tissue. Because this is very it's provocative.
I need to cry for you.
Okay, on that note.
Don't cry for me, Argentina.